Hello students, welcome to the statistics class. In the previous video, we solved a few problems based on GRR and based on NRR separately. But in today's class, let us find both GRR and NRR for the given set of data. So, refer the question which is given in the slide. Here, age groups are given along with female population, female live births and survival rate. Your question is to find GRR and NRR. Write down solution. In the solution part, draw the table, copy the data which is given in the question and include two more columns to find WSFR, based on which you can compute GRR. In the sixth column, write the variable name as WSFR into S, which will be helpful for us to find NRR value. So include two more columns. One is for WSFR, the next one is for WSFR into S. Now, since we are finding WSFR value, write WSFR formula. WSFR equal to female birth divided by female population, which is multiplied by 1000. After that, compute all the WSFR value in the table. First value, female birth divided by female population multiplied by 1000, that is 15,133 divided by 13,90,000, which is multiplied by 1000, that is equal to 10.8871. Second value, 94,155 divided by 14,22,000, which is multiplied by 1000, and the answer is 66.2131. Similarly, compute all the WSFR value and find the sum total of WSFR. Here, why we are finding this sum total of WSFR value? Because your question is to find GRR. GRR is computed based on the sum total of WSFR value. So in order to find GRR, you should find the total of WSFR value. So find the total of the fifth column, that is total of WSFR value, which is 214.2482. Now, in order to find NRR, you should find the product of WSFR into S. So here, the first WSFR value 10.8871 multiplied by survival rate, which is 0.9694, that is equal to 10.554. Second value 66.2131 multiplied by 0.9663, that is equal to 63.9817. Similarly, find all the other values, find the sum total of WSFR into S, and after that find GRR, find NRR, and based on both the values compare and conclude about the data. Now GRR equal to I into sigma I equal to 15 to 49 WSFR. So here I is 5, the width of the class interval is 5, so substitute that value, 5 into the sum total of WSFR, which is 214.2482. Multiply both the values, 5 into 214.2482, that is equal to 1071.2410. Similarly, find NRR value. NRR equal to I into sigma I equal to 15 to 49 WSFR into S. After that, substitute the values in the given formula, that is equal to I is 5, the width of the class interval is 5, into the sum total of WSFR into S, which is 206.048. Multiply those two values, 5 into 206.048, which is equal to 1030.24. In the second question, for the following data, compute GRR per woman, NRR per woman, and hence comment on the results. Now here your question is to find both GRR and NRR per woman. You should divide the ratio by 1000. So for that, first compute GRR and NRR and then divide the ratio by 1000 and compare both the values, based on which the conclusion for the data has to be given. Now here, in order to compute GRR and NRR, you should find the WSFR value and you should find the product of WSFR into S. Write down solution. In the solution part, first to draw the given table, copy the data from the given question, include two more columns to find WSFR and the product of WSFR into S. Now, in order to find WSFR, write its formula. WSFR equal to female birth divided by female population, which is multiplied by 1000. First value of WSFR, 480 divided by 16,000 multiplied by 1000, that is equal to 30. Second value, 812 divided by 14,500 multiplied by 1000, that is equal to 56. Similarly, compute the rest of the values and find the sum total of WSFR value. Find the total of WSFR value. After that, find WSFR into S. That is the first value, 30 into 0.91, which is equal to 27.3. Second value, 0.90 into 56, which is equal to 50.4. Similarly, compute the rest of the values and find the total of WSFR into S, which is 195.5. After computing this, you should find GRR, you should find NRR, and then find GRR per woman and NRR per woman. Now, in order to find GRR, first write its formula. GRR equal to I into sigma I equal to 15 to 49 WSFR. After that, substitute the values in the given formula, which is equal to I is the width of the class interval, which is 5 for the given question. So 5 multiplied by the sum total of WSFR value, which is 220. So 5 into 220, which is equal to 1100. So GRR equal to 1100. After computing GRR, find GRR per woman, which is equal to GRR divided by 1000, that is equal to 1100 divided by 1000, which is equal to 1.1. Similarly, compute NRR value. Write NRR formula. NRR equal to I into sigma I equal to 15 to 49 WSFR into S. Here I is 5, the width of the class interval is 5, into sum total of WSFR into S, which is 195.5. So 5 into 195.5, that is equal to 977.5. After that, compute NRR per woman, which is equal to NRR divided by 1000, that is equal to 977.5 divided by 1000, that is equal to 0.9775. After computing both the values, after computing GRR and NRR per woman, compare both the values. Here, GRR per woman, which is greater than 1. When the value is greater than 1, population is increasing. NRR value, which is less than 1, 0.9775, which is less than 1. So population is decreasing. As we all know that when GRR is increasing and NRR is decreasing, the conclusion is taken based on the NRR value, which is given in the previous note. So when GRR is increasing and NRR is decreasing, the conclusion has to be taken based on the NRR value. Here for the present question, NRR per woman is 0.9775, which is decreasing, which is less than 1. Since NRR is less than 1, the population is decreasing. For the present question, the conclusion is the population is decreasing. So far, we learnt about the birth rate. Hereafter, let us discuss about the death rate, which is mortality rate. Mortality means the number of deaths in a given area or in a given period or from a particular cause. So, mortality refers to deaths occurring in the population. The deaths may be due to a number of causes such as sickness, accident, old age, etc. Mortality rate or death rate is a measure of the number of deaths in a particular population scaled to the size of that population per unit of time. Next concept, measurement of mortality. The different measures of mortality are: first one, crude death rate, which is CDR, age specific death rate, ASDR, standardized death rate, STDR, infant mortality rate, IMR, neonatal mortality rate, NMR, maternal mortality rate, that is MMR. Let us discuss one by one. The first measure of mortality, that is crude death rate or CDR. CDR is defined as the average number of deaths occurring in the year per 1000 individuals. That is, total number of deaths during a given time interval per 1000 individual in a given geographical location. Now, in the previous concept under fertility, the first measure was CBR, where we found crude birth rate, the number of births occurred in the population. Here it is about the death rate, crude death rate, the first measure of mortality, crude death rate, which is about the death rate which occurs in the population. So here the concept is similar to fertility. Here instead of birth we are considering the death ratio. The formula is given here: CDR equal to number of deaths occurring in the year divided by average population in the year, which is multiplied by 1000. That is equal to D divided by P multiplied by 1000. As well known that CBR equal to B divided by P multiplied by 1000, where birth ratio is considered to its total population, which was multiplied by 1000. Here it is total number of deaths divided by total population irrespective of their gender, which is multiplied by 1000. Merits: it is simple to understand and easy to calculate. It is the simplest measure of finding the mortality rate. Only based on the death and the total population, easily you can compute CDR. Second one, it requires only the total number of deaths and the average population. So only based on the two values, the total number of deaths and based on the total population, you can compute to CDR value. It indicates the rate of decrease of population due to deaths. That is, when a death occurs, the population will decrease. For example, if a population contains 100 people or 100 individuals, if one individual dies, the population will decrease. It will come down to 99. So, when a death occurs, the population rate will decrease. So, the population will decrease. Demerits: it is an overall figure which does not give importance to age and sex distribution of the population. Death can happen in the life of any individual at any point of time. So, it does not give weightage to age or sex composition of the population, because death may occur due to various reasons in their early age or in their old age, to male or female population. So, death can come to any individual irrespective of the other factors. So it does not give any importance to age or sex composition of the population. Second one, it cannot be effectively used for comparison of mortality of different populations. So this method is used to compare the death rate within the population. So based on the death and the population rate, you can compute the death rate CDR but for one population. Example, first example, in the year, the average population of a town was 65,51,000. The number of deaths occurred in that year in the town was 61,931. Find the crude death rate. Solution. First write the given value. As we can see in the given question, the total population is given, average population, which is denoted as capital letter P. So my population P equal to 65,51,000. After that, the total number of deaths in the town was recorded as 61,931. So D equal to death equal to 61,931. After that, since your question is to find CDR, write the formula CDR equal to D divided by P, which is multiplied by 1000. That is equal to 61,931 divided by 65,51,000, which is multiplied by 1000. That is equal to 9.5. Therefore, there are 10 deaths per 1000 population or per 1000 individuals. In the second example, in a year, the CDR for a population of 3 lakhs is 8. Find the number of deaths. So solution. First write the given values. Here CDR of a population is given. So the direct CDR value is given in the question. So CDR equal to 8 and for a population of 3 lakhs. So the population is capital letter P equal to 3 lakhs. So P equal to 3 lakhs and CDR equal to 8. Your question is to find the number of deaths. Write the formula CDR equal to D divided by P, which is multiplied by 1000. Substitute for CDR, 8 equal to D divided by 3 lakh, which is multiplied by 1000. You can cancel the 3 zeros in the numerator as well as in the denominator. After that, cross multiplication, that is 8 into 300, which is equal to 2400. So the total number of deaths equal to 2400. In the third example, calculate CDR for the following data. Here one table is given. The data is given in the form of a table. Different age groups are given along with population and the death rate. So in the solution part, draw that table, copy all the values which is given in the question and find the total of the second and the third column, because CDR is computed based on the death rate and based on the total population. So find the total number of deaths, find the total population. After that, write the formula CDR equal to D divided by P multiplied by 1000, which is equal to the total number of deaths in the given question. It is 1120. So 1120 divided by the total population 98,000, which is multiplied by 1000. That is equal to 11.43.